Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to answer a few very popular questions that I see every minute being asked in LFG. I also want to give those of you who are brand new to ArcheAge Unchained and ArcheAge in general a few tips and a few pointers so you guys can have a much better time leveling up and getting to level 50-55, which is the end game in ArcheAge Unchained. I'm also a new player. Nice to meet you. My nickname is Saivo. I'm brand new to Unchained and also new to ArcheAge. So I've been through the leveling process. I've stumbled upon all sorts of things, and now I want to clarify them for you so you can have a better time. First of all, I want to talk about the labor points, and this is the most popular question. Why don't I have any labor points? Why is my labor here in the bottom left at 0? That is because you need to go to this page right here, to the Glyph account, and you need to log in and apply the pack that you've bought for ArcheAge. It is a bizarre thing, I know, but it is what it is. You log in, you go to ArcheAge Unchained, you apply the pack to your account, you confirm 4 times, and then you go back in game and you patiently wait for you to receive a mail in game with the goodies from your pack. Now, that mail does not give you labor points, but that mail signals the fact that labor point regeneration has started for your account when you get this little mail here. So it's either you wait patiently. I waited an hour, I just grinded, quested, and then the mail came and the labor point started to regen. Simple as that. You have to apply your pack on the website. Also, speaking about labor, don't forget that doing anything that consumes labor, well, almost anything, is going to give you experience. For example, if I just open these coin purses that I get from random mobs, if I open them, you're gonna see that I'm getting experience 475, and that consumes my labor, of course, but I'm also getting XP. So don't let labor overflow. This is a tip for you. If you have 5,000 labor, don't just sit there doing nothing. Open your purses, go gather rock, you're gonna need it for the land rush, go cut down some trees, and so on and so forth. You get XP to level up, and also you don't overflow with labor points. Another thing I want to touch upon is how to level up, and I see this question also being asked pretty often. What's the best way of leveling up? I'm going to tell you what I did, because I did it twice, for God's sake. I'm level 43 on the second server, and I'm level 40 on the first one. So by the time you see this video Friday evening, I'm probably going to be 50 here, because I have all Friday to play as I'm recording this in the morning. So how to level up? You start at level 1, you skip the tutorial if you don't want to, and then from level 1 to level 28-ish, you just simply do green quests, the story quest, the campaign quest, however you want to call them, these things that look like this. You just do them and you ignore all the yellow quests except 3. 1 yellow quest for the glider, 1 yellow quest for the mount, and then 1 yellow quest for the battle pet. These are 3 yellow quests that you do until level 28 or even level 30. I'm gonna show you, if you're playing Harani faction, I'm gonna show you where you get your pet quest. Here in this map, you're gonna be getting your mount quest. Then here in Tiger Spine Mountains, you're gonna be getting your glider quest. And for the battle pet, you go here to Villanelle if you're playing the Haranian faction, and it's here in Jones Ranch. If you're playing the Nuyan faction, then the equivalent zones give you the things. Like, for example, the first ever zone gives you the mount, the second ever zone gives you the glider, and so on and so forth, right? Now, speaking about leveling, after level 30 or 28, when you start getting to these contested zones that swap in between peace period and war period, the difference is that during war, open world PvP is allowed in those zones. During peace, there is no open world PvP, and you just focus on your mobs. So it's your choice after level 28 or 30, it's your choice how you wish to approach it. If you want to skip a quest, or if you want to skip 10 quests in a particular camp because there's like full of people all the time here and you just cannot stand it, you've wasted 30 minutes on just dying and resting up, that's absolutely fine. You can even skip a full zone. There is no need to take it zone by zone, absolutely a must, otherwise I'm just gonna be left behind. There is no need to finish every single yellow quest in a camp. So it's absolutely no point if you to just waste time until you're level 50 or even better 55. After 50, you get to 50 with yellow quests, you follow the lands and the campaigns, how they take you, and then you go here, and in these zones, here there's dailies, here there's quests, here there's mobs to grind for gear and mats and so on and so forth. So this is what kind of everyone does from 50 to 55. Another thing I see people asking a lot, or people actually having problems, is with gear management from level 1 to level 50. I see people losing their initial starting gear. I see people not killing mobs fast enough and dying all the time to mobs. So I want to help you with that also. The way it works in ArcheAge Unchained is that the starting gear, the gear that you first get, is the gear that you're gonna upgrade as you level up to match your level and to match your needs. From weapons to armor, all of it, you just upgrade it as you go, and you don't need to grind dungeons or to grind mobs to get better pieces. You just upgrade your current pieces. So how it works is, if you've lost your weapon, if you've lost your armor because you didn't know and you've replaced it with something that apparently was better for you, you go to a weapon merchant in any town, you go to an armor merchant, and you just buy the beginning, these white things that you see right here. So let's say I'm missing a two-handed weapon. Let's say I decided to become a healer and I need a great club, for example, because this is a healer weapon, right? So I'm just gonna unlock the great club and I'm gonna have it here, the white version, in my bag. And then also in your bag, the way you upgrade beginner gear, and not only that, all gear, is you have a button right here, you press it, you go to the gear upgrade section. Super simple. You right click this and then it asks you for a material. Materials you get from these bags of synthetic materials. As you level up, you get various qualities of them. First you get green ones, then you get blue ones. Now I'm getting purple ones because I'm over level 40, and I'm just gonna use a purple one and show you guys what happens. It just maxes out and it becomes, from white, it becomes already purple, right? With much better stats and so on and so forth. I'm gonna do this synthetic so I can show you guys what happens after. This works with everything from armor to weapons, not with accessories, and accessories you will have to farm them or take them from mobs, but just saying, not that important for your leveling process. Now that the stuff is purple, I need to press this button again and I need to go here to the awakening, because I need this stuff to... I need to awaken this stuff in order for me to continue to enchant it and make it appropriate for my level. As you level up, you're gonna do that. So I'm gonna use this stuff here, and then you can see I have highlighted in my bag one of these awakening materials that you also get as you do quests, as you do these green story quest. You get all of the mats needed, you don't need to farm them, you just get them. I'm gonna use one of these scrolls and I'm just gonna awaken this particular great club, and then it's gonna become from purple, it's gonna get to green, right? But it's a better green than the purple because it's the next level. Again, I'm gonna go to the synthetic tab, I'm gonna right click it, put it here, and add another one of these things that you have in your bag. You just open and then you get it again to better quality and a better grade and a tier 2 weapon, and then you upgrade this from here to a tier 3 and so on and so forth up until you get to level 50. So this is how gear works. I highly advise you to always upgrade your gear. You get all the necessary mats in order to do that, especially your weapons, depending on what you play. I highly recommend you to upgrade your gear and stay always the maximum possible upgraded. You're gonna have a much easier time. I also want to address the server status and the queues in particular. Me and my friends originally started on Belstrom, got there to about level 40, and then completely scratched that and went to one of the new servers that launched yesterday. So it was a complete waste of our time, our first day in Unchained, because we abandoned all of that and went new. My advice to you is, if you're anything under level 30 on one of these main servers, Belstrom, Halnak and Alexander, you can easily scratch that, because getting from 1 to level 30 takes about an hour, 2 hours tops if you're lazy. So don't be afraid to scratch your progress and start fresh on one of the new servers. At least you can play. Me and my friends, it was basically impossible to get together, all 4 of us, because someone always got disconnected while in the queue because the game froze, then someone had a sound problem and the game crashed, then someone else, the gods have disconnected him, you're AFK for 10 minutes, back in the queue for 40 minutes, so it was a complete nightmare to get together and play. So if you want that nightmare to be over, and if you're under level 30, no shame in starting fresh. There's plenty of players on these two new servers, but there's these two new servers, sorry, but there's no queue at all, right? We got on Tinerep up until level 43. It was an easy peasy breezy thing because due to the fact that there's fewer people on these servers, questing and in general leveling is much more pleasant, even though there still is PvP and PvE because there's plenty of people on both sides, but it's just nicer. Also, land rush might be better on a new server because there's fewer old dogs there that are gonna grab everything for you. So land rush, if you think about that, and if you want a nice piece of land somewhere where you really want it, on a new server you might have bigger chances to get that. Last two things I want to quickly advise you guys is to choose a good enough combination of classes that would make your leveling process easier, to choose something that is not completely bizarre and that you're gonna have a pain in the ass killing mobs and killing everything that you're required to kill. It's such a blessing to have the right main class that actually does some damage instead of 2 or 3 very bad classes that just don't do enough for you. They don't help you. I understand that you might want to play some crazy ass combination of classes like I do just to feel special inside, but it's just not recommended, and I don't recommend to you either. The classes that I'm talking about in terms of good starting classes to have as a main class, it can be battle rage, it can be archery, it can be sorcery, it can be shadow play, it can be swift blade. These are my recommendations to you, to have one of them or maybe even 2 of them that fit together for your 2 classes, and then the third you can add something that you know makes you a giggle, right? So but have 1 or 2 good classes. It's a huge difference in between playing a class that actually has skills that do damage compared to a class that has skills that you just don't see anything happening and you're dead before your dots or whatever kill the mob. So very important to keep that in mind. And the last thing I wanted to mention is the land grab, that when you're by the time you're watching this video on Friday evening, the land grab is gonna be tomorrow on Saturday for the 3 original servers, and then for the other 2 servers that have been released yesterday, the land grab is gonna be on Sunday. Remember that for the land grab, it is important for you to have a scarecrow farm in order to grab some land. If you want more land and you want to pay the taxes for it, which is not such a big deal, but just saying many people don't want to, then you would have to go to the Mirage Island, for example. This is a portal to Mirage Island, and in the Mirage Island you can purchase with this currency, which is the Gilda stars, you can purchase designs that you will be able to place down in order to just hold your land. House designs I'm talking, like these. For example, I have bought 2 because I am greedy and pretty stupid in that sense. So I've just bought 2 house designs and I'm gonna place them down so I can hold some land for myself until later. The scarecrow farm is this one that I'm hovering right here. This is important. This comes from a Blue Salt Brotherhood quest, which is another type of green quest that you're gonna do anyway because it's gonna be on your way. The one that is always with the leaf on top of the NPC that you need to talk to. Very important chain of quests because it gives you this, and not only later on it gives you some other good things as well. So this is important for your land grab. Keep in mind that it takes 1 lumber in order to place this down tomorrow or on Sunday, and also keep in mind that if you wanna place these down even to hold land, you still need 1 stone pack, 2 stone packs, and 1 lumber pack for that. So gathering some stone, gathering some lumber is important until Saturday or Sunday, depending what server you play on. Not to mention, there is tax certificates that you need to have in order to place this. For example, a house costs 20 tax certificates. They're these things right here. These things can be crafted easily after you have your scarecrow farm. So you place this one down because you have the tax certificates from questing. You place this one down, and then after you place this one down, you're gonna craft at this scarecrow right here. You're gonna craft your next tax certificates in order for you to place these houses if you so wish to grab more land. That's it for this video, guys. I thank you so much for your time, for watching it. If you want to purchase ArcheAge Unchained, I have a referral link in the description below. It is super appreciated if you guys would use my referral link to purchase ArcheAge Unchained. I'm waiting for you guys in game. I'm gonna be waiting for you by the time you see this video in arenas, because I'm gonna be 50. I hope to see you guys there, and in the meantime, lots of love and stay safe.